Hey, what is up guys? DRC3 here, back with another My Hero Ultra Impact video, and it is that time again. We are going to be doing some more account reviews. This time I'm going to be doing 2 account reviews in one video, and I think that will kind of become the norm from now on, because it does take so long to go through and look at your memories, tell you guys what I think about your memories, your characters, all that stuff that is going on in your account. And so to not have absurdly long videos where I cover 5 or 6 accounts, you know, that would be like 2 hours. I'm going to keep it to probably 2 accounts at a time, and I'm going to try to do one every weekend or every other weekend or so. So just keep in mind, if you guys have submitted your accounts to be reviewed, I will try to get to them as quickly as I can, you know, but I got to make other videos for showcases and stuff like that, so I fit them in where I can. So thank you for being patient, and if you would like your account to be reviewed, please go down, join my Discord in the description below, and submit it on the channel that says account submissions, and I will go ahead and look over your account. So with that said, let's get started. So we have Scorcher here. This is Scorcher's memory box, and we are paused on the video of their memories. So starting off, they have Adventure Awaits, fully DX, amazing, beautiful. That is very, very sexy, gorgeous to see. Everyone loves a DX'd Adventure Awaits. Now, my question is, how did you get to this Adventure Awaits DX? Did you put other Adventure Awaits into this Adventure Awaits? Because if you did that, that is a big no-no. That is like the biggest no-no. This is one of the memories you should have been saving multiple copies of and using UR limit break tickets to put into your DXing. Now, I did make the same mistake because Adventure Awaits came out like right after a few months after the game came out, right? So I actually put some of my Adventure Awaits copies into DXing as well. So I don't blame you if you did do that. But I don't know, maybe you only pulled 1 copy, but if you did have multiple copies at some point, hopefully you realize that, hey, you might have made a mistake, because now you could have 2 or 3 DX copies of Adventure Awaits instead of just 1, right? You got the free-to-play memory DX'd, which is beautiful. This one is sitting at level 102. That bothers me a little bit, just because I got like a little bit of OCD, I think, when it comes to seeing things not finished or up to their max level. But at the same time, I know like it can be a pain to grind out the memory tonics, so you need to level up your memories. And so to get to level 105, maybe you just don't have enough memory tonics right now, and your resources are better used elsewhere, and getting your SR memories up to level 80 or whatever it may be. So like that's okay, but get that leveled up when and if you can. You do have this memory DX twice. I pray it's only DX twice for the fact that you got extra copies of it. Like, it's decent, but it's not worth. Don't keep going. That's my advice on that one. And then for the rest of these, it looks like you might have a newer account because you have only those memories DX'd, really. And anyone who's been playing for over a year is going to have quite a few DX'd UR memories, or quite a few, at least, memories limit broken. And so the fact that you don't means that you're probably a new player, well, not necessarily new, because you have this memory, right? Okay, so not a new player, but maybe a casual player, a free-to-play player, a player who doesn't play a whole lot, or a player who just gets shafted on memories all the time. I don't know. But yeah, it's looking a little unfortunate if this is all of your UR memories and you've been playing since Adventure Awaits came out, or maybe you just recently got Adventure Awaits because they did do the rerun, which is possible. It's hard to say. And once again, for anyone watching this video, I don't know if these players are new. I think it's kind of fun to try and guess if the player is new, if the player's been playing for a while. So just keep that in mind. I could be completely wrong. And then you have this memory right here, level 76. This is a memory. For the love of God, please work on DXing this memory and this memory right here. These are 2 very good memories once they get DX'd. Up until the point they're DX'd, they're not as good. But this becomes a crit technical hit memory right here, whereas it's just a crit memory without it being DX'd, so it's really good once you get it DX'd. And then, plus Ultra too. And then this memory shortens your action skill cooldown time by 1. When you get it DX'd, it shortens it by 2. So this is a really good memory to DX as well. So your next 2 memories you should be working on DXing out of the memories you have is this one and this one. These memories are good. You're very lucky to have these. Actually, this one's good too. I'm not gonna lie. All 3 of these are good. and you're very lucky to have them. All 3 of those memories I do not have a single copy of, so congrats on those. I'm a little bit jealous of those. All right, let's go ahead and press play and see what your SR memories are looking like. And so you got these memories DX'd up here. That's pretty good. Your free-to-play memories are DX'd. I appreciate that. It looks like this one, the pinky one, not fully DX'd at this point in time. You might have submitted this video before you DX'd it. So yeah, it could be DX'd now. Just make sure you're working on DXing your free-to-play memories. That is what you should be using your SR and Limit Breaker tickets on. Don't use your SR Limit Breaker tickets on DXing normal SR memories like this one, because chances are down the road you're going to pull more of like this memory right here, whereas you cannot pull more of the free-to-play memories. So use your SR Limit Break tickets on the free-to-play memories to get that final DX slot done. And then you have a bunch of copies of SRs that are just sitting here at level 1. These memories aren't that good, okay? These SR memories are just not that good, so you should be DXing them, limit breaking them, putting your copies into each other for SR memories. Don't hesitate with SR memories, basically, to put your copies into each other, because it's really not going to hurt you. The only SR memory now that is like really good that you might want to keep multiple copies of is the new event memory that comes along with the Bakugo and the Deku and the Gran Torino. So save that memory, save a couple copies of that if you can. And obviously this was submitted before then, but these memories here, DX them, okay? And get them leveled up as soon as possible. I know it takes a while to grind out the memory tonics, so do that when you can. Out of all the SR memories I've seen so far, this is a very good one right here. You're going to want to level that one up. That one's going to be a good place to start. And then you have a bunch of rare memories. Okay, not all rare memories are good. And most of these you have here, you don't even have the good rare memory from what I'm looking at. Hold on. I don't think I even saw the good rare memory in here. I don't think this is it. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's the one where you have Todoroki and Deku going at each other. That raises plus ultra gauge and crit rate. That is like literally the only good rare memory. There's a couple more. Any rare memory that does crit is going to be okay, but the only good rare memory is the one with Deku and Todoroki going at each other. So when you get that rare memory, save that. Other than that, get rid of all these. You don't need them. They're taking up your box space. Granted, you only have 62 memories, but yeah. So this memory right here is the one I would work on for you. And then my last note for you, the thing that really bothers me, and I've noticed it and I've been thinking about it, it's just been on my mind this whole time I've been talking, but I was waiting to make the point because I made it in the previous account review, and I hope when enough people see this, people start doing this. Go through and lock your memories. Go and lock all of these memories. You don't need to, well, don't lock the duplicates, obviously, but like go through and lock your SR memories. All your URs are locked because they come that way. But obviously, you know how locking and unlocking works because you have DX'd memories. That means you had to go through and unlock your UR memories to put them into the limit breaking, right? So that means you know where that lock button is. Go lock your SR memories so you don't accidentally delete them or sell them at some point. Like, that is so bad. All right, let's take a look at your characters. Now we are looking at Scorcher's characters. He has the blue Deku level 100, blue Bakugo level 100. He has Nejire level 90. That, I'm triggered. Okay, so while blue Bakugo and blue Deku are good, especially if you're a newer player, Nejire is 100 million times just better than these two and the best support in the game. Like, congrats on getting her. She should not be level 90 while these two are level 100. Now, one of them might have been your awakening missions, like, okay, fine, but the other one, whatever resources you put into the other one could have been put into Nejire, and you might, it looks like you're probably working on Nejire next, hopefully, I pray, but you should have been putting it into Nejire first and foremost. So when you get the chance, work on Nejire. Like, literally still a very good healer, obviously outclassed by Ocean Sun or Araka and the new Fantasy Jiro, but she is still an amazing, phenomenal support for a newer player. Then we have Dabi level 90. Dabi being level 90 is fine. You did a good job on that one. I'm kind of proud of you for having Dabi up here at level 90 over some of these other characters. This Todoroki is actually very good as well. He'd be one I actually work on getting to level 90, perhaps level 100. He's good for VE Tower, like really, really good for VE Tower. He used to be decent in PvP. He might be okay in the lower ranks, but not so much anymore. This guy, pretty much garbage. He's cool for his looks. The fact that he is a World Heroes Missions character is nice, you know, if you just want the collection. And now I'm even more suspicious. This is not a new account, right? So this is an account you just have to play casually because you have the World Heroes Missions character and they have not come back. So you have been around for a while, which is clear to me, but maybe you just haven't done all the summons. Maybe you just got really unlucky. I don't know what it is. But yeah, so this World Heroes Missions Deku should not, I hope like he's not any higher than any of these other level 80s. Because pretty much every other level 80 here, with the exception of this guy, deserves to be leveled up before this Deku. So just keep that in mind. Yayurozu, don't really need to invest in her, so she's fine where she's at. Amajiki, should be investing in him, get him to level 90 at least, very good. Hawks, get to level 100, get to level 100. These guys are both pretty decent in PvP, and from the looks of it, you don't have a ton of PvP characters, so these guys will be really good on a PvP team for you. Toga, level 90, but level 80, like, you don't work on her so much either. She's not super important. All right, let's take a look at the rest of your characters, see what you got. Okay, so we have Blue Toga and Blue Twice, and so they're both level 80. Twice, you don't really have, yeah, don't worry about these characters either yet. Twice would be like the next one I work on leveling up after all the other ones I said. He can be decent, he's a decent tank, but really Amajiki is going to be a better tank for you. So yeah, for now, I think you're okay on your order. All your characters are only level 80, so I'm very confused here about what you've been doing. If your account has been around for so long and all your stuff is such a low level, like, it's just, you must be a very casual player. All right, let's continue. I can see your SR plus characters, which is somewhat good. I got some words to say here in a second, but I'll hold off. All right, so now that we can see both of these rows, good job getting him level 120. What is going on here? You should have finished this character. Same thing with anyone else. If I ever see a free-to-play character that is not level 120, that means you put too much. Well, you didn't even put your stamina into your characters. Your characters aren't that high level. So you must just log in like once a week or something, because I don't know where your stamina is going, but you should have definitely had the stamina to get this character to level 120 for free without using any stars. So I don't know what's going on there. What's going on here? Case files give you everything you need. This guy should be level 120. Finish your case files, quit being lazy. She should be level 120. Finish your case files, quit being lazy. And then the rest of these characters, it looks like you got some sort of idea of what characters are good for VE Tower. Not the greatest, so I don't know why they are up here. But then very good, decent, very good, very, very good. So these are all characters you should be leveling up. I recommend working on these two right here first, then Shinso, then Aizawa. And let's scroll down a little bit more, see what else your account has in store for us. This is an interesting account. This is one that I feel like has really just confused me. It made me angry. It made me feel a lot of emotions all at the same time. But it just feels like it's a neglected account to me, an account that deserves a little more love than what it has gotten or what it is getting. All right, so all these characters are level 70, meaning you haven't really worked on them that much, which is fine from the characters I'm looking at. We'll continue playing. This character you could probably work on. The purple Mineta is okay. Yellow Uraraka has had her uses in Climax Battle with her barriers. This Kaminari right here is actually really pretty decent for VE Tower in the right scenario, so you might want to work on him. And then for the rest of your characters, we got Kendo. Yeah, there's not a whole lot going on here with your SRs, which is fine, you know. Level 1s, just so much neglect on this account. So much neglect. So much neglect. You have Inasa. He was a free-to-play character and you haven't touched him in over a year? You haven't touched this guy in over a year, and you can't tell me if you logged in every day and did the level up quest, you would have more than enough protein bars to have every one of these characters at least level 70. You might have enough, and you are just sitting on these characters, and that is killing me. Red Endeavor, work on him, get him leveled up, please, for the love of everything. He's actually pretty decent. The rest of these, yeah, aren't super important, but like, you've been around for a minute and just so much neglect on these characters. Rare characters we don't really care about. Don't worry about leveling up your rare characters unless you're going to do something silly like make a rare character team like me. But overall, your account is an account that has been around for a while. I feel like it's been neglected a little bit. Maybe you just don't like the game, you know, as much as I do, which is fair, right? So feel free to play the game at your own pace, but please just go through and level up your characters, go through and lock your SR memories, like at least do that much. But overall, you do have a decent account if it's a free-to-play player account. If it was a new account, it would be a good account. I am kind of sad you're lacking fantasy characters. When you get a chance, try to get some of those fantasy characters, and I think it will elevate your overall My Hero experience from like a low level to a much higher level, and you'll have a lot more fun with the game because you'll be able to compete competitively in a lot more of the PvP, PvE content that is currently in the game. And that is my review for you. On to the next person. All right, so next we have Technos account here, and they have 4,784,000 BP. I love to see that. And by the way, their player ID friend code is right there, so go spam their inbox with friend request and follow them because it'll be funny. And also because they actually have a pretty decent account, it looks like, having that much BP. I'm expecting good things. I haven't seen the memory box yet, haven't seen the character box yet, but I'm excited to find out. All right, so let's go ahead and press play and see what they got for us. And it's a little bit weird the way it recorded, so sorry about the black things on the side, guys. This is just the way it was recorded for them. Can't do anything about it. So, yeah. All right, right off the bat, this is much better than the last account. You have clearly put in a lot of time on the game. And I am very kind of actually proud of this one. All right, so friendly reinforcements, beautiful adventure awaits, beautiful. Wow, you actually have this memory DX, which is a free-to-play memory. Like, you've done better than me. I haven't even DX'd that one. I haven't DX'd this one. Now the question is, are you just DXing these two and then not having any extra copies? Because this memory here and this memory here, it's actually almost better to have 2 level 1 copies as opposed to a fully 5-star DX, because where you're going to use these 2 memories, this one and this one, is mainly in VE Tower. And once you DX these, it doesn't make that big of a difference in what they actually do. So if I see more down below, you're good. If I don't, like, you're still fine, but you might want to get a couple extra copies. That will help you be more competitive in VE Tower and getting high scores. All right, so this one, really good. I do have this one DX. This is one of the few free-to-play like gear shop memories you should DX immediately. Very good because it increases your own speed and decreases the opponent's speed. Very good for PvP. And then this one, it's another free-to-play memory. I am like actually kind of jealous that you have all these free-to-play memories DX. Like, great job. Once again, though, it's not necessary to DX this, and your resources could probably, like, for buying stuff in the gear shop, be spent better elsewhere. So just keep that in mind. Like, we'll see where your yellow All Might is at, because that might make a difference. But I feel like some of these things that you put into buying these, I can't remember if they're USJ or VE Tower. Maybe I'm off here. But instead of buying these memories, you could have been putting into buying pieces for your yellow All Might and stuff like that. So just keep that in mind. You do have to make those choices. Another free-to-play fully DX memory. Like, you're doing great on the free-to-play memories. Good job. And then the 3 Musketeers. I hope you did this a long time ago and you aren't still working on this memory, because there's better memories now. It's just not worth it. Don't DX this memory anymore. It's not nearly as good as it used to be. And then you have all these done up to a certain point. I don't know why this one isn't fully DX'd. It should be. That's a free-to-play memory. That's one that you actually want DX'd, because it increases the critical skill impact for characters like Dobby and makes their Hellfire hit for like 200,000 and breaks the damage cap. So that is one you should be working on, or that should be the next one you get DX'd. And then looking at the rest of these, let's see what you got. You got Fat Gum, you got Mirio. Yeah, like these are not great, not great. This one is pretty good. I'd work on DXing that one if you get the chance. Not great, not great, not great. And like, it's not your fault for having them in your account, right? I have all these same memories. They're just not great. Not great, not great, not great, not great. Not great. This one's really good. You should work on doing this one. This one's pretty decent. I will continue. Do not ever touch this memory, for the love of Christ. I have a DX. Don't do what I did. I did this at the beginning of the game. This one is garbage. Absolute trash. Like, the art is sick, and that's the only reason I DX'd it. But yeah, garbage. Not great, not great. Actually, this one's okay. You can work on DXing that one a little bit. It's not going to hurt you. But that is like bottom of the list, not important. This one's okay. Can work on that one a little bit if you wanted. Once again, bottom of the list. The rest of these are not so good, so not really important. This one's pretty good. You should be working on this one. You have it in use, so that means you know it's pretty good. This one is one you don't need to DX, but free-to-play memory. Good that you have a copy of it. You do have an extra copy down here of this memory, so proud of you for that. Good job. And then, let's see. Hey, what are these? What are these I see? Yo, okay, so you've been going hard on the limited banners. That is... wow. I don't have this memory. Don't have this memory. I do have this one. I don't have this one. So you have a lot of UR memories I don't have either. So, like, these are good memories. And I, like, notice for anyone that's watching this video, they have locked up 2 separate copies. Good job. Really good job. That is what you should have done. Don't put them into each other. And then work on DXing them with the UR Limit Breaker tickets you can earn over time, or that you can buy from the shop if you do spend money on this game. I would be willing to bet, looking at this account, you have been around since the beginning of the game because you did have 3 Musketeers, and you are not a whale. I wouldn't... Actually, I might would call you a dolphin. You probably have spent a decent amount of money on this game to have these memories that you do have. I could be wrong. You could have just been really good at saving and only pulling on limited banners, and you might be a completely free-to-play player. So if you're watching this, let us know in the comments. But yeah. All right, continuing. You have another copy of this. Good. I don't know if it's necessary for this one to keep a separate copy, because it is so similar to the free-to-play crit memory, but it's not going to hurt you, right? So not bad. Then we have all of these SR memories that are all DX'd. Like, I don't have anything bad to say about this. This looks pretty good so far. Get that 1 level up. And then we have all these. And I can understand why these are all level 90. Because I have a similar thing going on where I just don't have enough memory tonics to get them all done. When you get the chance, get them done. And let's see. Okay. Why is this not DX'd yet? I know it's not the greatest memory, but once again, back to the same old thing that I've been saying. You can pull any of these other memories that are not the free-to-play memories and DX them. You can never pull this memory, ever. You're never going to DX it unless you use your SR limit break tickets. So use those on this, get this DX'd when you can. Same thing if you see any other free-to-play memories in here. Pinky, DX it, please. And And wow, you have a lot of SR memories. Okay, now we're getting down into the level ones, the things that make me moan and groan a little bit. You are working on another copy of that. That's good. I appreciate that. Some of these, if they're duplicates, you don't need all those duplicates. You have a big, let's go back a little bit. You have a big box expansion here. You have 230 and you have 225 memories. That's actually ridiculous. That means you purchase extra box space. Personally, I've been playing the game since day one. I do not even have 200 memories yet. I have not expanded my box a single time. So I think you may be going a little bit overboard on the SR memories, because there is absolutely no way you use all of these, obviously, because they're level 1s. You could afford to unlock some of these, get rid of some of these, put them into DX. Like, you only really need one copy of every SR memory, unless it's a really good SR memory, which there are a couple that you could have multiple copies of. Like this one you could have multiple copies of. This one you could have multiple copies of. This one you never need multiple copies of. You never need multiple copies of this, right? So like, kind of pick and choose which ones you need and don't need. I don't think you need all these in your box, but I do want to just point out and say thank you for locking all of your memories. You are the first account I have seen that has locked all of their memories. And then I also just have to point out something that I noticed as well. Look at this gold count. Oh, you guys can't see it. Hold on. Look at the gold count. 40 million. 40 million gold count. Good job. I am sitting at 2 million, so that means you must have grinded the crap out of a hero lottery or something before they took away our gold farm. So I am personally like struggling right now to get the amount of gold I need to awaken all my characters and stuff like that, just because they have taken away the gold farm. So hopefully that'll help you out as you go through this. Having that much gold is amazing though. Good job. All right, so now we're on your characters, and we have the fantasy characters all at the top. Like, that is actually really good. Okay, so looking at these first two rows, you have the climax battle characters done. That is good job. Amazing. Really, really good, actually. You should probably have All For One at least up to level 110 by now, so that means you slacked a little bit on climax battle. I'm calling you out for it. So you should have him leveled up a little bit more. You do have level 100s here, so good job on all that. When you get a chance, try to pull for extra copies. I still have level 100 fantasy characters too, but you know, they're still the best characters in the game, so try to get extra copies of them. You still need fantasy Jiro, it looks like, so you might have just got unlucky on your pulls. You did get New Year's Todoroki, like, so amazing, really, really good. You also got the Deku, so you have to be spending some sort of money. There ain't no way you're not spending money. You got the Best Genist. Good job on the Best Genist. He should also be level 100 by now, so you slacked on Climax Battle a bit, calling you out. You got the World Heroes Missions Deku down here where he belongs with all the other Dekus. Good job. But then you have Mount Lady down here. She deserves to be way higher. Way, 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 way higher. Level her up, please. Please. And then this guy right here, he should be level 100 by now if you have been playing as long as it looks like you have been playing. That means you've been slacking on him as well. So, I know why you've been slacking. You've been buying all those memories instead of buying pieces and extra copies of this character for his DX route. So when you get a chance, work on him. And then, let's see. Okay, decent amount of URs and stuff like that. You might actually be a free-to-play player. I'm very torn. Let me know in the comments if you watch this video. Let everybody know. I'm curious to find out. All right, and then all your SRs are looking pretty good. You got the right SRs leveled up here at the top. Like, nothing to complain about. Except for this. This is, you're slacking on your case files. Like, even now, you might have turned this in before case file number part 3 came out, but you still should have had her a higher level than this, like level 100 at least, so you were slacking on your case files. Purple Magnetic could be higher, could be leveled up more. Same with that yellow Kaminari up there. Yukatasu needs to be leveled up. badly, fast, do her the priority. And this guy can be leveled up. He's decent. He's actually pretty decent in V Tower for the fact that he makes himself have a lot of crit. But overall, Techno, your account looks solid. I would guess that you have been around since the beginning of the game. You have been spending money on the game, maybe not all the time, but every once in a while when big banners come out. But yeah, that is your profile review. If you guys enjoyed the video and you would like your account reviewed, once again, please go down there, check out the description below, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave me some comments, and thank you guys for watching. Peace.